like especially when I was younger, I would struggle with that sort of stuff because you sort of didn't want to ruffle any feathers or do anything bad. But I think that's how you learn best about each other. If something's not right, or you feel like we could push more, or do that, I feel that's the sort of how we're going to have to be if we want to have that ultimate aim of sort of winning the World Cup.
Just finally, has he spoken to you about your role, whether he expects you to be in more of a left centre-back role or playing as left-back?
Yeah, nothing yet. I think the sort of training today, you talk through the schedule for the week, so I think we'll sort of learn a lot more about that today, about how he wants to play and sort of his philosophy. But yeah, as of now, I said I only did one recovery session. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Henry.
Hi Dan, congratulations on Sunday and today and
Thank you.
Pretty much every day. You would have been about 10 in the 2002 World Cup in Japan. Was that your first memory of a World Cup? And presumably, and because of the time difference, you were going into school and watching the England games in assembly.
Yeah, I spoke about that. Probably David Beckham scoring the free kick is like the first bit I can remember thinking, wow, like, I love football. And then that World Cup, we were actually in Florida at the time as a family, so I remember getting up at sort of 3 in the morning to watch England v Argentina with my dad at like a local pub out there. So that was sort of special memories for me, and probably what set off a dream of wanting to replicate that.
Thomas Tuchel, we've seen with his clubs, he's played with a back three and a back four. You're presumably at ease in either one.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I feel like over my career I've played in all of those positions, and Premier League especially with Graham Potter at Brighton. We used to play quite a hybrid role where I played full back and left of a three and centre back, and I've done the same at Newcastle. So to be honest, I just want to contribute wherever I can. I couldn't really care less where I'm playing. If I get a game, I'll play right wing if it gets us on the pitch. So
Get down the road to Ali now, cheers.
Ali Maxwell, the England pod. Hi Dan, congratulations. You've been a Premier League player for the best part of 6 years now, but before that, the start of your career, you played at conference level, League Two level with Darlow, played in League One and the Championship as well for a number of seasons too. How much do you look back on those early years and the graft that you put in at lower levels to form Premier League, England international, hopefully, Dan Burn?
yeah, I think it's probably made us very resilient. I don't think I've had a very sort of straight line trajectory in my career. I started really late, and it's been sort of very up and down, going from making my Premier League debut at 21, and 3 years later I was released by Fulham at 25. So I feel it's just made us stronger now. I don't really care, to be honest, about people's opinions. Like I've learned over time, I know what I'm good at, and the only people's opinions that matter to me are Eddie Howe's and the managers, yeah, and whatever else will happen. But yeah, it's I feel like I've been doubted a lot over my career. I think there's not many people who watch us play at Darlington would say that I'd be sat here doing a press conference for England. So, but as I said, I just think it's made us more resilient. As I said, I'm very, very confident in my ability. I feel like I deserve to be here, and as I said, I just want to sort of take this opportunity.
It's obvious your affinity for Newcastle United, and what an unbelievable few days for yourself and for the city and the fans. What about Blythe? What about Darlow and representing, you know, those communities, those clubs in particular as well, and showing those who play for those teams and support those teams that, you know, such incredible quality footballers can be developed from that level? Yeah,
and I think it's probably the North East is a little bit overlooked for in football. There's not as many teams up there for the pool of players to come through, which there is in maybe London. But I'm very, very proud to be from Newcastle and from the North East. I love telling people where I'm from, and sort of very, very proud to be associated with all those clubs, starting from sort of Blythe Spartans and Blythe Town through to Darlington.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ali. Come to John Murray here at the front.
Hello, Dan. John Murray from 5 Live. Did it make you laugh last week when Thomas Tuchel said he's very tall, but he's easily overlooked?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but that's probably the story in my career. Really, I think like visually on the pitch, if I do a mistake or something like that, I feel like it's probably magnified just by how it looks. But yeah, it did make us laugh. I was surprised at how tall the gaffer was, to be honest. I obviously remember him from Chelsea, but never came up to him. And I saw him yesterday. I was like, wow, you're actually quite tall.
You talked about the number of training days until the World Cup. So does the World Cup now become a target for you when perhaps start of last week it wasn't necessarily?
Yeah, I would say Monday it definitely wasn't on my radar. But now I think that's got to be the ultimate aim. I feel like there's going to be a lot of steps that I'm going to have to go through to get there. But I feel probably being in that very first camp is important. It sort of means that at the moment I am there, but as I said, I don't want to be there for no reason. I want to be there because I've proven to people that I should be there, and I said taking my chance.
And you talked about being overlooked. Did you actually think that this had passed you by?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was a little bit of chat around the World Cup in 2022 when I was playing sort of left back. Thought there might have been a chance then, but said I felt it was hard. I'd never played any international football at all, which worked against us, but it's also, I can't gain that experience without having international football, so it was sort of a situation that wasn't ideal for us. So I did genuinely think that it was that it had probably passed us by at 32, but as I said, when the new manager came in, it was always that feeling of you never know. Similar, I went to Newcastle. I'd never ever thought that I was going to be able to play for Newcastle, and it was one of those where you think, the opportunities passed us by, but luckily I've managed to get one.
Okay, is that it for the live section? Just one at the back there. Microphone. Carrie, if you best mic, please.
Hi, Dan. Michael Neudecker, Süddeutsche Zeitung, Germany. There was a bit of criticism when the FA appointed a German as England manager, especially by former players. What do you make of this whole idea, this debate that the English manager should be an English person?
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. It's not the first time that we've had a manager from a different country, and if Thomas comes in and he's the most qualified manager for the job and can make it perform and ultimately get the World Cup and win it, I don't think it should matter sort of what nation the manager comes from, in my opinion.
Okay, you looking for a question live? Yeah, last one for the live section.
Hi, it's Stacey Foster from ITV News. Could you tell us what impact that late night FaceTime with the England manager had on you over the weekend and now coming into your first training camp today?
Yeah, well, I definitely didn't sleep on the Thursday night, I can guarantee that. But I think it was a tough one because I felt as if I didn't really want to have any distractions from the cup final at the weekend, so I came in and spoke to the gaffer Eddie Howe on Friday morning and said, listen, like, we'll speak about this for 5 minutes, but after that I just want to sort of park it and we can sort of speak about this again Monday. I knew how important the weekend was for everyone associated with Newcastle, and don't get us wrong, I was buzzing and all the lads were buzzing for us, and we definitely did speak about it, but it was sort of, I tried to put it at the back of my mind until the final whistle went Sunday, and as I said, like, as soon as that was done, that my focus had completely switched. So I'd say Sunday definitely hasn't sunk in. I don't think it will for a long time. I spoke about after the game, I still feel pretty numb about it all, and really want to feel something, but currently my focus is completely on what I can do for England and how I can help.
Thomas Tuchel's talked about creating a brotherhood here. When you arrived at St George's Park for the first time, what was the reaction from your fellow players?
Yeah, it was good. I was probably one of the first, yeah, but I knew Reece James from Chelsea, and obviously Tino, so it was good to see them. But I've played against these lads numerous times and sport them on the pitch, so it's always going to be friendly, but it's competition as well. Listen, like, everyone wants to play for England, and you know that there's players in your position, and I think that's what drives people. I think when people are comfortable and they feel like the position's theirs, sometimes it can get a little bit complacent, so I feel it's good. I feel like it's a clean slate for everyone, but maybe not everyone's opinion, but in my opinion it's a clean slate. That's the mentality I'm going in with, and I think training and the games will be really sharp, knowing that you want to make an impression on the manager and play regularly for him.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll conclude the live section now. We'll have a short section